Now, I'm sure you've had this experience. You played a game as a kid and you loved it. You played it over and over again, all while knowing it might not be that great. I don't know about you, but I didn't have access to a lot of money when I was younger, so I only had a few games to play, and I replayed these a lot. Pokemon Colosseum, Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy X, Halo 2 was huge for me. I've gone back and played all these games since, they're great, they're masterpieces in their own right. But Tenchu Z, when I used to play a lot as a kid, was not that fun to revisit. So Tenchu Z is the almost last entry in the generational spanning ninja stealth franchise. That title going to the Wii game Shadow Assassins, a game I've yet to play. If Shadow Assassins is the nail in the coffin, Z is the coffin being built. For those unfamiliar with the Tenchu series, here's a brief history lesson, as I think it's very important. In each game, with a few exceptions, you play as either Rikimaru or Ayane, two ninja who have individual intersecting storylines. Ooh. Each game they do things like kill greedy merchants, steal information, fight puppets, fight zombies, fight demons. Ooh. What I'm saying is, these characters take part in varied and interesting mission types, along with extremely interesting level design and their own individual stories to play through. Each character gets its own progression tree, unlocking new skills as you play the game. What I'm saying is, Rikimaru and Ayane are the heart of Tenchu. Without them, it would lose all of its character. You can see where I'm going with this. So Tenchu Z stars you, or at least a male/female version of you, as long as you look like any of these 10 faces. This game lets you create your very own Naruto OC rookie ninja, who takes on missions for the much more interesting Rikimaru. I mean, all he does is chill for 99% of the game. One trading mission at Lord Gota's castle and you're off. Doing what exactly? A whole lot of nothing! Killing dudes? Check. Getting info? Check. Killing dudes? Check. The mission variety of this game is lacking greatly. And so is the stage design. For each stage you are dropped into a square/squarish area, be it a cave or a village, and given one of these mission goals. Gone are the long gauntlets of well-crafted stealth stages with interesting enemies. Now you just get this. Let me count the maps. I'm gonna guess at 8. Post-Goob can edit this in. These maps take place over 50 missions. This is extremely tedious and samey. Thankfully, the game does have a little bit of flavour. For our first pinch of flavour will be the option to sheath your sword. It's not much, but doing this changes your stealth kills from lethal to non-lethal, giving the players some spice to play with. Although not a new idea, as the franchise did this back in Tenchu 2 on the PS1, still something different, still something fun. Now the biggest pinch of Tenchu Z's seasoning comes from the shopping! For each mission, dependent on the rank you earn, 1 through 5, you earn gold which can be spent on high quality fashion, the coolest ninja garb, along with some silly hairstyles and colours. You can also purchase skills and passive, all which add some difference to your ninja, different combo strings and fully customizable stats too, although they're just 3 bars. All cool stuff that still adds to the experience. Honestly, it's one of the redeeming factors of the game. This is what kept me coming back, playthrough after playthrough, as the gameplay is severely lacking. Sadly, adding a bit of salt to a stale piece of bread doesn't make it not a stale piece of bread. But why is it so bland, so empty? Well, Tenchu Z had an online component. Insert graphic. One I sadly had very little experience with, as I didn't get access to the internet until years later, but I did manage to get into one game once. Sadly, I can't show you this game as it was easily 6-7 years ago, but I can tell you the story. So the mission was Kill the Mad Dog, a mercenary. I'll put it up on the screen, just to clarify the name. 3 other players joined me, and here's a dramatic reimagining of how it went down. As previously mentioned, the game is set over 50 missions, all with 3 difficulty levels, giving you about 150 missions in total to have fun. And I bet you're going to beat all those stages, because with the best rank on every stage, you unlock city outfits, woo! Yeah, you'll get them for beating the game on extra difficulties. I'm recording this in post because I fucked up on what I said. Credit to Xbox achievements for the image, woo! I haven't mentioned the story yet. I do this a lot in reviews. This time, because there isn't one. There is, but it's more of an idea of a story. About halfway through the game, we run into not Sasuke here, an off-brand version of Sasuke. He seems to know Rikimaru. We run into him again at the end of the game, as he is the final boss. More relationship between him and Riki is alluded to, but never explored. I meant it when I said it. The game has a suggestion of a story. 2 lines in the script, nothing more. I mean, I could play the whole final cutscene for you right now, and it probably lasts 30 seconds, roughly. We'll make a bet. If it's 30 seconds, I'll do a flip. So, there is an easier way to do that. Is this Rikimaru in this cutscene? No, that is meant to be me, okay. Wait! I want to know. Was all this work from Nobutsu Aizen? Aizen? Tell me everything you know. So sharp as always. Gasp! Gasp! Sephiroth! Yo, they just straight up copied the Sephiroth shot? Oh my god, wow. You never meet again. You never ever meet again, that's it. You also make a partner ninja who shows up 2 or 3 times after completing missions. I'm guessing to emulate the whole partner thing Ayane and Rikimara had in the previous games, but they die like 3/4 into the game. There is this one line after the first mission that makes you think that maybe your character is going to have a bit more backstory, or maybe be relevant to the plot somehow, but it goes nowhere. But back to my initial reason for talking about this game. I played it over and over and over and over and over again as a kid. But why? Honestly, I wanted to give you some great answer to the question. That was the point of this video, but I don't really have one. But I have identified a few factors that kept me coming back. The game, for the most part, it was really easy. The killing is pretty satisfying too, with some great animations and sound design. Rolling around is, admittedly, a lot of fun. I also really love stealth games, and it works really well as a stealth game, being at its core a Tenchu game, a brilliant stealth franchise. And although while lacking, I do really like the customization. Ninja dress-up game is a great idea. I keep having to stop myself from buying Fashion Designer on the Switch store. Also, the pick-up-and-play aspect for this game is great. Being able to jump into a game and not really have to think, oh, where am I in the story right now, is sometimes really fun. Would have been a great 3DS or a PS Vita game. Add better progression system, some more mission variety, this could have been a little hidden gem. But I am fantasizing now. I can't see this game getting a Cyberpunk-style update anytime soon. So this review is much shorter than my previous few. I revisited something I enjoyed, but I always knew was bad. I don't really like making videos where I just call something bad, but this does have a silver lining. Mostly because of my attitude towards games, which in my mind is, a bad game will always be better than a boring game. Games can be bad for so many reasons, some of which can be very entertaining in their own right. But boring, which is 100% subjective, gives me nothing to work off. This is a bad game, but one that kept 13-year-old me entertained for longer than it should have. There's a cat on my head. There's a cat climbing on my head. Shit. Anyway, yes, kept me coming back. Sorry, let's go. Tenchu series. Shit. It's sad to see the Tenchu series is dead. I can't see it coming back anytime soon. And now if it did come back, it wouldn't be the series I loved. It'd be changed, it'd be morphed, it'd be something new and different. Could be great, could be awful. I'd highly recommend you go play Wrath of Heaven or Deadly Shadows, the height of the franchise for sure, as Tenchu still has a lot to offer to people who haven't played it yet, and it is a really fun franchise. It's just sad that it went out with such a fizzle. It's quite sad too, you can't play most of the Tenchu games these days. They're all stuck on their consoles, no ports have ever been made. To my knowledge anyway, I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe there's any ports. Anyway, I've been Goop, thank you so much for watching my little Tenchu review. I'll be back soon within 2 weeks with something a bit more modern and something a bit more up to date, I think. Too many old games, we just need something new now. Bye! Post-video news update. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around to listen to me rabble. I tried putting a blanket over my PC today. No, I say PC. Putting a blanket over myself, my microphone, and my monitor today to try and like keep the sound in, keep the sound nice and like inside. It didn't really work, I don't think. I'm gonna see how it comes out. See if people will respond to it. I don't like the way it sounded. I got the blanket off at the moment. Hence why a cat climbed on my head and my, audio got fucked up for a second. I do apologize. I just wanted to mention that, so I'm still having trouble with audio problems. I can't seem to find something I'm happy with. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'm not going to bother editing this audio because this is more casual. The cat's trying to get in my fucking drawer. Who's your little kitty cat? What are you doing? Why are you trying to get in my drawer? But I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. Why is my mouth so wet?